Kimbo Kiman Tatanzambia Mazulu Kimfumukia Kuhisa Tatanzambia Pumutulain. Father, we are honoring you, Father, in this day. Bless us, Father. Give us your knowledge, strength, wisdom. Tatanzambia, in these end days, we need you more than ever. Show us your child's, your ways. Show us your child's, the destination. Protect us, Father. Send the Bisimbi Cambodia, Tatanzambia, to protect us, to guide us in all the secrets that you have put there for us. Tatanzambia, show us the ways where we should go. Show us, Tatanzambia, how we can unite. Tatanzambia, we trust in you. Ingeta. See me, family. We're gonna continue with our teaching about the apocalypse. Massa. Greetings, Mbote. I have to drink my tea. It's cold, eh? It's cold in Germany. Ingeta. So now, brothers and sisters, there are so many people that teach so many things, but when the Bantu truth hit YouTube, when the revelation of Simon Toko started to come out, the revelation of Papa Kimbango, Kimpa Vita, Nzingambandi, the revelation of the true Jews of the Bible, Bantus, the true Hebrew Israelites of the Bible, the secret of the Vatican. Okay, we know that the Vatican, the Roman Catholics, they are the one that used to do every single thing to hide the secrets in this world. And we know that we was never Christians. They made us to become Christians by force, okay? Which means everyone that today believes that he's a Christian and he has a black collar, that person is almost, lost, because we were forced to become Christians, and this is a fact. And when you see our parents do not understand what happens to their sons and daughters, why they are going against Christianity today, they will tell you that you're going against the Most High. But the Most High himself, he's not found in Christianity. He's not found in those churches. He's not found in these doctrines. And now today, like I used to say very clear, they have no other choice. The world has no other choice than to put all the nations in one cup, one world religion, because Christianity itself can't deceive the world no more alone. So it need now help from other churches. It need now help from the other nations. So the dragon, they will become one, but this will also be their fall. Today is not the day where I used to speak about the war. The last time when I did a video about the apocalypse, people used to call me and tell me that I have to be very careful what I say. They know who you are and all these kinds of things. And the only thing that I told the person is, why do you not do my job? And he said, I do a job. I also preach and I also do. I said, no, you're not doing anything, And he told me that he sees me in different kinds of visions, blah, 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 blah. I mean, brothers and sisters, to show my face like this, and to tell, to say those things that I say, you must be really, you need to be protected. And I have a big story to tell, My life was never easy. But today I can tell you the truth. Here I'm alone in my life, so I can say whatever I want to say. And what the Spirit tells me to say, I will say. We have agents in the midst of us. When the Bantu truth hit uh, the diaspora, it started with Facebook. When before I met Yaya Jonathan, we used to fight for this Bantu truth. We used to tell people who we are. We used to tell people who the prophets were. We told people how we were enslaved, why, and all these kinds of things, But now it is open. It is out there. People are listening. YouTube can't hide. In this moment, they're controlling the name Zombie. If they hear about the name Zombie, boop, YouTube directly takes your video out. Okay, people might think this is a joke. I tell you, YouTube and I have a long story with YouTube. More than hundreds of videos gone, disappeared, just because um, just because we said the name of Zombie. Okay, and we have people outside there. They used to offend others. They used to kick others, slap others. You have people that used to do pornographic videos, uh, videos where they used to beat people up in the rings, uh, lying videos, all these kinds of things. It is never blocked. It will be never blocked. They will never say anything against it. And brothers and sisters, where did I understood that this work is really hated? It was in Germany. In Germany, when I started doing the videos in Germany, they started to send me letters that they want to shut down my channel, that they have to be careful on all this kinds of crap. And after that, after all this, all the things that they said, they also told me very clear, you have no chance here in Germany to teach these things that you teach, because we will do everything to stop you. And they stopped my channel. They stopped it. So this was where I used to stop teaching in German language. I stopped it completely. Even in Africa, brothers and sisters, don't think that because we are taught, we come from the Holy Land, that people in the country, in the land, know about the things that we say. The the assemblies, the Kilongos, the people that used to live in the truth, in the Bantu truth, the people that hey, Sister Bridget Ludwig, nice to see you. Sister Bridget Ludwig, I have a new page in Germany. I have a new German page. Look, I will show it to you because it's you. I know that you guys are missing me there. I'm coming back to Germany if I receive the righteous support. This is my African Bantu page, okay? Okay. Africa Bantu. Okay, you see, so you have history, you have everything here. So it's a very white page. It's a very nice page where you can have where you can see all the things about history and about who the Bantus are in German. Okay, Sister Ludwig. Okay, all praises. Now, exactly. So what happened? They shut down my channel in German, and they told me, "Be careful." In Africa, when you teach these things that we teach, you can be killed, stoned, you can be burned in the street. But I never told you that. I never told you. The government can come and say this is a black church, because they used to call us black church, which means we used to believe in the prophets and the story that Isaiah and like Kimpa Vida, right? Isaiah and all the people in the Bible was black. The world don't wants to hear this. This is exactly what the world don't want. Today I'm gonna tell you something. It's one of my biggest secrets. The story of Isaiah and the story of Jesus are two different stories. The story of Isaiah and the story of Jesus are two different persons. Jesus the Christ, for me, he was always the devil, and it will always stay like this. It's there. I will explain again my story about Jesus the Christ. I did music in Germany. I have a music background, studying astrophysics, and it came a time that I was very well attacked by Germans telling me that I am a panther, the Black Panther. I am very powerful, and my docents, teachers, and friends, they used to tell me things that experiences that they had about being raped, stories about stories. Me, I wanted my girls, so I wanted my girl. I wanted money. I wanted to lift up my people. But they started to tell me how the world goes. Oh no, Massa. It was like they could read my mind. This is not how it is. Look at this person here. He's poor because he's dumb. So I started to, in the beginning, I didn't ever know because I was mostly drunk. But later I started to understand, hey, those people that I walk around with, they know so many things and many things. And at least me myself, because I have to say clear, people like I'm a wonder child. Even my birth, normally I used not to come to this world. I am one of this child that came to this world by when your mother or your father doesn't get a child, and all the treatments doesn't help. We go to Nganganzambi, which means we go to priests, and this priest will pray. They know what to do, and then your mother can give the birth. Yeah, because we humans, we don't come from this world. Okay, there are some of us that do not belong to here. What do I want here? What do we want to give me? So some of us are revolutionists. They come here to do a specific work, and they know, the world knows. So what's going on? When I hung around with those individuals, and girls and women's, by the way, going to parks, having fun, party, drinking, smoking, studying together, learning about they love the nature, they love party, they love doing sports. Normal humans. But if it comes to me, when I was among them, there was always a time that they started to become seriously like, hey, man, we need you. You do not know who you are. White people, you do not know who you are. I'm a butterfly. This person here is a snake. The other one is an owl. Here, you see here, and they show you, even women, so they show you everything. Here, look who we are. And I did not really understand. How could I? And at last, they started to show me how they multiply things. When the Bible says that Isaiah was multiplying fish and bread, I saw these kinds of things with my own eyes. That's why the things that you see, the Copperfield and all these magicians are doing, people might think that People might think that this is just uh, a lie. There is no lie in magic, just pure truth. Satan uses these people and they can just do whatever they wants to do. But there was one thing that I was always wondering with. These people wasn't poor. All of them, they came from good houses. But something always told me, if I would be them, would I do the same, only party, having one girl after another or one boy after another, being many of them bisexual or lesbians or whatever? This is Germany, okay? And I know this is everywhere. We went to the Netherlands, it was the same. The people in Belgium, the same. I know that the people in the United States are not better, and etc. etc. And I had very hard times, being in among those people, sitting there in nightlife from around let's say 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. and after that after party. Once someone dropped a jacket on me. This When he dropped the jacket on me, it became so heavy. The jacket became so heavy that it wasn't me no more. So the jacket smelled like with cigarette and all these kinds of things, but it made me also completely lose my mind. I was like possessed. Like I could, everything what they wanted, I would do, but never. Did never bow down. I did never accept anything from them. I never took money from them. I had always my own, you know. And the good thing is, I was looking. I looked. I was very nice, huh? So I'm a nice boy, yeah. So these people were like, "This is the guy. He must be the guy," and they were good, all good. But I will tell you because I have to talk about the blue beam today. I don't want to go 70 minutes already. When this is where I know what the mark of the beast is. Okay, I didn't read it in this Bible. This is where I know what the mark of the beast is. Before I start reading this kind of thing on the Bible, we have heard it before in the church, because I have also a church background, Turkish background, and also other churches, like going here and there to church in my youth. But to know really about the mark of the beast, it was in this night. There was one of these nights, um um in the um in one of these nights we went to a party. When we went to a party, they told me, because I wanted them to give them, I think it was my left hand. They said, no, 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 no. You have to get a stamp today on the right hand, because they must show you a stamp or something like that, that you can enter, right? That you paid to enter the party. And those parties, like electronic parties or hip hop parties, some of them, when we went to party, it was mostly outside, and like in places. Places, very very isolated places, okay, tall, big isolated places. When we went to this party here, party there, and can you imagine that I was singing, singing, and there were some singers coming in, hey, we recognize you, la la. And I had my docent with me. And when I went to party, I was always doing my things alone. So the people that entered with me, I just left them and did my own stuff. While dancing and shouting and la la la, on the wall, I saw a photo. I saw a photo on the wall. And guess who? It was Jesus. It was Jesus. Okay? That image of Jesus, I saw him and he couldn't speak. Yeah, the only thing what he did is a very beautiful guy, long hairs, like blonde, half dark, hairs, beard, a bogar, like we used to say if someone is nice. He was looking very pretty, okay? Very pretty guy. And I was like, me, myself, something told me this must be the boss of. And I thought me, I'm alone sing. I was like, I stopped dancing for a while, looking here on the right and the left, but they're still dancing. And I was like, wait a minute. Let me check. Let me start talking to this image. I said to this image, hey, who are you? In the midst of people, I'm starting talking to the image. And the image still doing the move. Like he has no hands, by the way, but I'm doing it now with the hands, right? Like just the face. And I start telling him, do you have power? Everyone is searching for power. This is what I said. When people see me today, I am who I am. Yeah, I saw the Most High. Like I saw Lucifer, I saw the Most High. I think I can describe the Most High in a way people will love to hear me speaking so that I reveal who the Most High is. But there are certain things I will never say, okay? Because there where I go, I would have a spiritual school where I'm gonna teach everything what I know. Because one day YouTube won't let us do all this work that we do, and we have to know the Bible will be rare. People will be hunted to to because of the Most High's word. Look at the film movie The Book of Eli. The Bible is a weapon. Just to tell you, the Bible was never created to save people. It is a weapon against humanity. Anyway, what happened? In this night, I said to this image, give me power. What can you do? It was like a 2 or 3 minutes. I start talking to this image and I saw no reaction. I am fast. I'm not someone that will do like, oh yeah. I say this image is not is not true. It's not real. But now I asked people, do you see what I see? Who is that? And they looked at me. They start seeing. They came from everywhere. Hey man, do you not know, man? This is the boss. This is Lucifer. You have to recognize today's your day. You have to understand who you are. He will give you. I say this is an image. It can't give me any power. And after that, I went out from this party, right? And they followed me, women's coming from everywhere, phone calls. Hey, man, you have to understand who you are, you can do. And I could see, you see, I could see, even when the Most High didn't open me like I am now, but I could see things. If a black cat comes, I went to casinos, I saw images of people sitting there, even old women's trying to get money, and how the things works in this world, codings and signs. I start to understand those things because they wanted me to understand. They wanted to open me up. They wanted me to give my heart to them. It didn't work out. It did not work out. But I took something from them. I took the knowledge from them. That's why talking to a black person, it will be always different than talking to a white person. Talking to a black person that is from the Most High, he's blind. He's blind. A white person that can see, who sees me, that knows directly, this guy here is dangerous. This guy here, he knows our secrets. Okay? So there is no difference between the things that was done in Egypt and the things that they are doing today. I saw people there, they used to sleep in graveyards for days. And when they come out, DJs, when they come out with such a success, such a power. When they go to play the DJ, go to do their work, look at the people that used to come and yeah, and party. White people open me up in seances sitting there, telling I saw white people's spirituality. And that's why when I see some people's ministries today, I know that some of them will do everything to finish this movement up because they know that we are exposing them, that they're just there to making their money or whatever what they wants to do, and they did it over the years under the Christian doctrine. And after that, they went to the Hebrew Israelites. Many of those people, they Jewish people, because they were also the people that wanted to buy. I mean, by the way, they bought them, so they work for them. Even in when they say the name of Yeshua or whatever, they are paid, well paid. That's why we can hear some people. Oh, what did they say? We bought some people cars. Okay, where did you get the money from? By saying our people are poor, but you're buying people cars. Where did you get the money from? This is if you're asking the politicians, yeah? Because a politician, I was in the politics as well. With politicians, a politician has no money. What does every politician do? He does business. Every politician is in business involved. This is how a politician makes money. If you go to a party, to a specific, like the what do we have in America? You have the what do we have in America? You have the one that was for like you have the toes, right? The maybe you can help me. In Germany, I know, but in America, you have also the two parties, right? So now you have to know whom you will choose. But where do they get the money from? First of all, from the people themselves, yeah, and the companies that they have, and the businesses that they do. And second, you have the money from every partai. Yeah, partai. Let me see if I get the money, the name in English. Yeah, political party. Okay, yeah, every political party. Yeah, the Democrats and the Republicans in America. You cannot become a politician without money. You need money, but a lot. You have to show off that you can build streets. You have to show off that you can do, that you can, your political party has to show that they have money. And which means they are big time involved in business. Politic is nothing more than business, nothing more, pure business. And they put me inside there as a young man. They put me inside there to see what they do and whatever. I did not knew what the white man wanted from me. Really, I did not knew. But I survived. Um, I survived. I know what I saw. I know what I wrote down. That what I wrote down is not for YouTube. Is not for just people like that. This is for the revolution, huh? That will happen one day when we enter into the right places in our countries. All the revolutionists learned from the white people and they went home. Kim Jong-un, Putin, all of them learned, studied, they understood, they went home and became superpowers. Okay? And as I speak here, the most of the people think this is just a joke here, sitting in front of a keyboard, talking, blah, 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 wasting people's time. But people have to know that the time is different now. There are so many things that will be done in air, in water, on the mountains. The Bisimbi Cambodia, which means the angels, the four angels, yeah, they will come to mess up the world. And now let us go to the script. I will share my invitation. Maybe there's someone who wants to enter and have also some things to add. So let me enter into the topic now. Okay, I think you can see my screen. All praises. So the last time we stopped, like I told you, and I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God, and he cried out with a loud voice to the four angels, like I told you, to whom it was given to hurt the earth. So when the scientists are saying, "Oh, it is the climate that is going to change," yeah, we know it's the truth, but the earth is created spiritually. The Most High created the world spiritually, which means the Most High can also repair the world in one single day, in a couple of hours. So who is hurting who? Who is coming to judge who? It's the Most High and his angels that are judging the people in the world and not the climate. So, like I said, the sea is coming, yeah, hurt not the earth, earthquakes, water level is going up, neither the sea nor the trees, okay, CO2, air, trees, air, no fresh air no more, okay, um, um, you know, no rain, okay, problem with the rain, okay, water lost everywhere, till we have sealed the servants of the Most High to their foreheads. That with the foreheads, let me show you something. Let me take me some time because there's so much things to say. So I have already started with the giving a little bit for my testimony. This is what they do, okay? The world that you see, okay, has two different kinds of spirits. There is the evil spirit and there is the spirit from the Most High that is fighting against each other. And both of the spirit used to recruit people. Me, I was recruited by the Most High. But the most of my friends that stayed, I saw different kinds of people, many people, women and young people, elders. They were recruited by Satan. So, brothers and sisters, don't think that the people do not know who Satan is. Even if all the things is happening, what you see here with the pandemic, you can see that the world is shaking. Putin wants to fight against here and there. You see the marvelous things that is happening all over the world, signs and wonders. You can see how people are suffering, hunger, and all these kinds of things. Even where you see in the Africa where the poor people are, we have Satanists among people. People that are chosen from Satan. And they also suffer here. It's not that they have the best life. Some of them have, especially in the European Western world. But there are many of them, they are just there to destroy people's life. We have always Satanists. Yeah. What is a Satanist? Someone with a sign. Someone with a sign. We have different kinds of people from us who went into Freemasonry, Freemasons. They became people entered into secret societies. Black people, Chinese, uh, people from South America. And those people know mostly about the Bible better than all of us. So we have people, even young people, young girls, and that you might not think that they have anything to that they know spiritual things. They do crystals. They do this. They love to sleep with a lot of men. They read occult books. They're mostly people that go to universities. Huh? People with people that wants to become doctors, etc., etc. Mostly they smell blood. They smell blood. This is a part of life, what they used to call it. Okay? Mostly, you can go deeper and ask, hey, what do you do? Is everything okay? What do you believe? You can start like this. What do you believe? And if you see what these people believe, just go, what do you believe? So I don't believe in the Most High. I'm from the nature. I am something that flies. I am a mermaid. Oh, I am a bee. I'm a butterfly. I'm a snake. Here you have the four elements again. Let me show you this Bible verse before I go into the Dasmal. Dasmal is the sign of the beast. Let me go again to the commandments. Oh, I have to share the screen. Just to show you guys that this here is a spiritual fight, not a fight for the weak. Okay. Second Exodus. Exodus 24, 10 Commandments. So he say, you shall not have other gods before me. You shall not make yourself a carved image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in water under the earth. You shall not bow down to them or serve them, for the Tanzambi Yampungu is a jealous God. Now look. Look at this. Okay, owls, butterflies, snakes, or the women's have tattoos. My goodness, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. My goodness. Yeah, that's why it is also woman is a portal. Woman is a portal. If you want to, a woman witch is different than a witch, a man that is a witch. The woman is the portal for you to really enter into witchcraft. That's why they always used to use a woman. Okay, that's why you can see that they used to show always the nakedness of women in sports, in the TV, everywhere, because the woman is the sign of the Ankh, the Ankh in Egypt. Okay, it was a sign from the Most High. Don't get it twisted. Okay, the Ankh was a sign from the Most High, but it is the portal, and we as a man we are the key. The Ankh is also a key, which means it's both of it. If you enter into this, there is no way back. Okay, just to tell you, there is a very good movie that I used to like from Keanu Reeves with Keanu Reeves. It's The Devil's Advocate. The Devil's Advocate, a very, very powerful video where you used to see that he's a very, very good advocate. Let me show you the video. So this video, you used to see that, you know, how he's trained by the devil and he never knew it. Yeah, and at last he finds out that he's the devil's son. You know? He's even the devil's son. And in such movies, you can see how much they know that the devil is their father. And in this film that was made in 1997, they talk about Donald Trump becoming a president as well. In this video here, and they're showing you how the devil used to manipulate people everywhere. And some of the actors in this movie died, like this woman here, I think. And they should, like, the white people mostly love it to show themselves naked. Here in this video, there's a lot of nakedness as well. So, because Satan love to, this pagan things, African taboos, he love it. You can see in Africa, women's having our women's in Africa in the ancient time, you can see many of them, they did not even cover their breasts. But no one had any problem if a woman give a child food, or they did not have to cover the breasts and nothing happened to them. When something like a rape or something happened among us, this person, he was judged in front of the whole village. Yeah, and there was, it depends on which kinds of traditions this village have. Sometimes it can happen that this person have to marry the woman, or he will be cursed, he will be killed, or whatever. It always depends. But it was such things like that happened very rare. It was something that it was very taboo to something like this happen. But look now at the history of the Europeans. It was a normal thing to the Vandals, the Barbars, the Romans. It was a normal thing to go to do whatever they want to do with people. This is how the whole world became whitened out by rape. One of the biggest thing that the Most High will never ever forgive those nations. I just want to give you some secrets, huh? And this is one of the things that they also use by humbling people in a way so that these people never again opens their mouth. I sat in Germany with different kinds of people, very normal people. They used to go to school, they used to do their work. But if you sit down there with them and they open up, men's, women's, child's, 11, 12, those kinds of things happen to them. But guess what? This rituals comes from the Roman Catholic Church. But we're gonna go there because the Tanzania will judge them. And don't think that they don't do that no more. This is a normal ritual that was always made because of wealth. It is their tradition and customs. It is something very normal in the Western world. They don't speak about it because it gives them wealth. There are many children disappear in the Western world. The police do not even search about them because they just disappear because it's a normal thing. And guess what? At last, they went to Africa to start also collecting people to do child trafficking. And one of the biggest thing what they used to use is this charity organizations. The charity organization killed Africa. Okay? Because of the charity organization, the most of the people do not know how rich the people in Africa really are. Because they still think that Africa depends on the West. But this is not even the truth. This is the image that the Western world used to show, you know, and it goes always back to Christianity. It goes always back. It has always something to do with with religion at last. Now, let us go to here. When you talk about Christianity, because someone wrote here, Roman Catholic Antichrist. Christianity, Antichrist. Antichrist. Christianity means Antichrist. Yeah, it's like you're looking to they're looking in the mirror. They want to find the devil, but the mirror shows them their face, and they're like, "Mirror, mirror, please show me who is the devil, who is the nicest person in this country." And the mirror is still showing him their face. You are the devil, but they do not want to know. They do not want to understand. Everything what religion have done so far was evil, because the creation was made what? We are like, we are like the Bisimbi Sambodia. We are like angels. You function automatically like the Most High wants. No one has to tell you the commandments or anything. You do automatically worship. How can it be that even the animals worship the Most High? The nature, trees, waters, everything does that what the Most High told him to do. But a human, a Catholic Jesus must come to teach us who the Most High is. You see? Which means we are cut off the Most High. Because the Most High was in us. No one has to teach you the Most High. No one. Normally it must be automatically. This is what I found out. If you would know what I know about humans, humans. In my ministry that I do here on YouTube, since I do it, I teach people how to heal. I teach people how to help others. I teach people how to come home. That's why they hate us, because we told people to come home. We told people how to do businesses. We did it. We told people about Simon Toko, about the Bantus. We did it. No one else. Go search on YouTube, search all books. You will find Massa there. We did it. Me, Massa. I didn't become a millionaire. Not even a little bit. I can show you my bank account. There's nothing. There was nothing, no intention when I was doing all these things to bring confusion or to make money out of it. It was always that the Most High, that's why the Most High say, I took you out of Egypt. I took you out of Babylon. I helped the nations or whatever. But it was always the Most High always used people to do those things. Don't forget. Wait a minute. Why do people say they believe in the prophets? Brothers and sisters, we believe in the prophets because the prophets, they were the one to show us the Most High. Okay? When we are lost, the Most High always sended people to show us again who He is. And when we talk today about Simon Toko, it's because those people in the time of colonialism, they showed us one more time who the Most High is. Because that type of God that they have showed us, the white people, the colonizers, this God that they showed us that loves everyone, that died for everyone, we could see how he was treating us. We could see what he have done to our sons and daughters that were dispersed through all the world. Which means it didn't it didn't compare the two gods, two different gods. Because in our culture already, we didn't do certain things. They came and saw what? These people are, how do they live? Peaceful, everything. Everyone has food. They have everything is like in heaven, like it is in heaven, like it was on earth. They say, no, we're gonna give them now a God. Never forget this. And this is how the initiation works from the white man. Just to tell you, you have to receive Jesus as a savior. And believe me or not, they mostly even use the Bible to do their rituals. Almost all the secret societies will put you the Bible there. Even in politics, in secret societies, in school, everywhere they use the Bible, where you have to admit that you believe in this God. And when you believe in this God from the Bible, what they refer to their God, the Christian God was never the Benabetu God. This is the problem here. You can go to every movie if you do not believe. Denmark, when they went to England, etc., the Roman Catholics and the Germans and all these kinds of things, when they had different kinds of gods, when they started to enter into Christianity, everyone was pushed into this Christian religion. And when you were pushed into this Christian religion, you had to bow down in front of the cross to believe. Then you start believing in everything that is written in the Bible and what the Bible says. But the problem is they never lived like this like the things that is written in the Bible. They never lived like this. But they said that the Christian God is their God. Still today, you can go to the politicians, you can go to the musicians. Look at this, I'll show you. Oh my goodness. Something like this, cross, wait, with the chain. So these kinds of symbols, like, okay, every star, everywhere, every company, you see the sign, it is everywhere. Okay, the moon, the star, this star, the cross, okay, which means Christianity is a power. Christianity is nothing, the Most High, you will not find him in the cross. You see, our forefathers didn't have any cross day. When they came to our kingdoms, we start bowing down to the cross. Let me show you very fast before I show you now. Oh my goodness, before I show you about the blue beam. So here's the Congo Kingdom. Okay, very nice. So here we have some photos. Here, cross. They started to bow down in front of everywhere. You see the cross came up. Here, the cross one more time. And you see all them with garments and all these kinds of things. And here's the white priest. Okay. And they had always the cross, everywhere, in the Bible in the hand. Here, cross. You see? And if we go to the Bible, when Tatanzam said don't worship anything else that is not mine, he also goes to Deuteronomy 28. If we go to 38, I think 30. Okay, where it is. 31 and ox, Verse 32, and your sons and daughters, a nation that you have not known. Okay, so where is this? So here it is, 36. So he says, that Tanzania will bring you and your king, whom you have set over you, to a nation that neither you nor your fathers have known. And there you shall serve other gods, wood and stone, wood and stone, wood and stone. So when you say that you will serve other gods, wood and stone, you will be baptized. You will convert into their religion, into their customs. Okay? Which means it has never changed. This Jesus that I saw there, he was real. He was real. I was seeing their God. It was Jesus Christ. Like the Muslims believe in Muhammad. Like the older Christians believe in Jesus. But who is who now? Who is who now? I will not break down who Jesus is today. Okay? That Isaiah was someone in the villages there, in the forest, like praying there in the forest and all these kinds of things with animals. Oh, good. This will not be the day where we have to reveal those things. Okay? But I tell you, if you read the Ancient Testament and you go to the New Testament, you will see there's a complete new spirit, a complete new story, a complete new everything. Anyway, let us now go to the teaching itself, and I'm going to show you what the mark is. The mark. Okay, because many people, I normally shouldn't say those things, but maybe people think that the world will stay like it is. You will pay with your body. You will be like yourself, your body will become the payment method. You can pay with your arms. And then you can open doors with your arms. Man and machine will start marrying each other. Which means machines will now say if you can enter into a room or not. If you don't have certain papers for something like you want to enter to a shop, but now you don't have a driver license or you don't have a home. A homeless can't enter in the shop. Why can't I enter? They show you now which kinds of paper or which kinds of documents you don't have. That's why you can't enter. You can't enter because you don't have the green card. And when they see, boom, it appears that you don't have certain documents, it will also appear in the central computer. Like here on YouTube, everything that we say, they know us very well. They know, these are the people that teaches the spiritual crap. At the moment, we can't do anything, but we will find a way, a legal way to take them out. The Most High is also fighting. Don't think that the Most High is not fighting. Because when they have created the social media, it was to make to make people to become even more prostitutes. I remember when I was using social media, I used to show me in every way that I used to do a lot of sports and show me that I'm the nicest man in the world. But this is not the truth. There are 1,000 times nicer people, stronger people than me. This is bullshit. When I used to see sometimes on Facebook how women used to show themselves, show them here. Who is interested in this crap? You will have one man. And if you start showing you that you're bigger than this man, he will go to another woman. Who is interested in this crap? Okay? Who is interested? This doesn't pay any bill. Okay? And where we are going, these people will suffer the most. Huh? But anyway, I'm not there. Look at this. Whenever did you see that there came a time in all this your lifetime where you're living that you have to show different kinds of documents if you wants to go to a store, if you wants to buy something, if you want to sell, if you wants to fly, huh? And people say, no, it's not the mark of the beast. No, the mark of the beast has different kinds of ways. It always existed. It existed in the time of Babylon. Okay? It is a spiritual thing. I can come. Like I said, you have to read a little bit more Proverbs when the book of Sirach, when Tatansami speaks about the woman of when a man sleeps with the woman that is waiting for you to catch you, to take you as a man and take your years. What means years? She takes from you. Normally you should live 90 years. She takes 10 years from you. Okay, people might think I'm crazy here, but this is how it is. Okay, so you might think, oh, I had my fun. I showed this woman, but the truth is, she showed you. Do you understand where I'm coming from? She showed you. Okay, you can see many white women, especially them that used to believe that they are witches. Yeah, many. You can't imagine. I don't know. I don't want to see percentages. Many, especially in white women, they love to show themselves free and whatever. The most of them, they know exactly because they love their free lives. These Poland women's and to live their lives and la la la. Even the man at home has nothing to say against them. They're mostly stronger than the men. Okay. What I want to say is, how does initiation work? If these people choose you, that they see something in you, because you must be a chosen. You must be someone that you're desperate, you're searching for something. They saw you already in spirit. This is the person. They saw you there in spirit. This is the person. Then swoop de boop, someone will come. He will give you an opportunity or help you or whatever. And this help or this thing that he will give you, maybe it wasn't from the Most High. That's why you have always to pray if you receive something, blah, 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 blah. But this happens mostly to the chosen one, to someone that is chosen and he's desperate. If you're searching for help or you're searching for something, they come. Something will happen. Satan always sends someone. Boom, he will appear from somewhere, from nowhere. When this person comes, okay, it can be a man, it can be a woman, he can give you money, he can do whatever what. It's always different. It's always different. And it happens to everybody in this world. Okay? This person will come, people will come, and then they will buy you. And then when you're not careful and the Most High is not with you, you will start dreaming from mermaids, you will start dreaming from mans in the night, having different kinds of sex with you or whatever. And when you are not careful, they will make you sign in the spirit a contract. Boom! This is the mark of the beast. This is the mark of the beast spiritually. For you, they can happen to you if you want or not. Yeah? But there is another one that happens to people, like the one that they wanted to do with me. They spiritually in the night, I don't have any attacks. When I have problems, they will have to attack people around me, not me. Forget it. But what they can do is showing me, hey, look, this is who we are. We fell from heaven. The Most High didn't like us. La, la, la. Come, we show you that we're better. We have the money. We have the women's. We have all these kinds of things. And then they can also do an initiation with you and trick you. It's always a trick. Do the Most High. Do the Most High when he wants to show himself in front of a human. Does the Most High come straight? Does he come from the back? The Most High is always there. The Most High will never come straight. Unbelievable, but truth. He will look at you, look at you, look at you. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? When attacks come, when problems come, and then when he see you finish, your smartness stops, then he will come to save you. Then he will come to help you. When someone comes, oh, I knew the Most High from the beginning, he's my best friend or whatever. Okay, this is not the truth. Everyone has a testimony. Some people lost their child. Some people they came out of the hood. Some people they came out of war, and the Most High did some miracles and saved them out. So he comes like this, not like this. This is the Satan does the same. Okay? He will never tell you the truth. Because if you would know the truth, there is a song that the Germans used to sing. La 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 la. You don't know who I am. You don't know that I am Rumpelstiltskin or whatever. If you know who Satan is, you expose him. You can expose him. He does this. This is the devil, like I do. I can tell you the devil does this. This is what he don't want. That people go out and say, this is what the devil do. This is who the devil is. Do. So he have to deceive you. And to deceive you in a way that you can't, I can explain. Deceive you in a way that you can't survive. Okay, you can't survive, which means you become one of him or you die. These are the only two options that you have. Okay, these are the only two options that you have. Like I said, there is another thing. I told you now about food. Food, normal food. People used to give childs food. You might think food is a normal thing. Giving someone, like in Russia, they love a lot of sweet. You might think this person just give you sweet bonbon, an old woman or whatever. But in truth, she wants to buy your spirit. For the bonbon, she takes your spirit. There are some Asian old families, old families around us. They can be black, they can be Native Americans, they can be whatever, what Chinese. This old family, in their traditions, it was always like this, that when childs come out, even many Muslims do that, they used to initiate their children's because they call it is a protection. So the mark of the beast, what people used to call mark of the beast, okay, because they used to read too much Bible here. Oh, the mark of the beast will come. Blah, blah, blah. The mark of the beast always existed. It always existed. It is among us. We have even people in their bodies. They put signs on their bodies, on their knees, on the breasts, or whatever. They have signs that shows them that they are Satanists. Okay? In the military, we have different kinds of people. Before they enter into military in certain positions, okay, they have to swear to Satan. This is a fact. So please don't come back of the beast. Oh, gee. There is a whole story behind the mark of the beast. Now, let me show it to you in the scripture. You are sons of the Tanzambi, your God. You shall not cut yourself or make any baldness on your foreheads for the dead. Behold, I have made your face as hard as their faces, and your forehead as hard as their foreheads. So, and the Tanzami said to him, pass through the city and through Jerusalem, and put a mark on the foreheads of the men who sighed and groaned over all the abomination that they are committed into. Do not harm the earth or the sea or the trees until we have sealed the servants of the Most High in the foreheads. They were told not to harm the grass of the earth or any green plant, any tree, but only those people who do not have the seal of the Most High on their foreheads. Then I looked into, behold, on Mount Zion stood the Lamb, and with him the 144,000 who had his name and his father's name written on their foreheads. Okay, so just to tell you that here, this part here is very important. These eyes here, you see these eyes? You see these eyes very well, huh? This can expose everyone. And it is like it is. I always used to say, when Tatanzambi wanted that everyone is good, it would be like this. There are some people, they are not good. This is how it is. They can show themselves like the angel of light. They can show themselves that they're good. If you're not good, you're not good. The most I say, the party is here. Come, I invite you. Repent. Get rid out of all the things that your forefathers, that you and your family has done, and wear the garment of the Most High. This is my job for you to know. This is my job. All the time that I do here this YouTube, this was always my job. Help people to become new creatures. Not here. The news has staged this. You can go to my oldest videos. The key, everything that is on earth must be opened so that it is also open in heaven. But what you will not open here on earth will be also not open in heaven. This is the connection between dead and the living. The dead and the living. Which means you can have demons. You can be a demon. or you can also be an angel. That's it. There's no other blah, 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 blah. This is how the world is. Okay? You can have a wife or a man that is an angel, that is chosen from the Most High. He protects your house. He's a chosen. He have a light. But you can also have people that are darkness. And the only thing what the Most High said is, come. I know how to help you. Throw away everything that passed in your life. Throw away, forget every bad thing that they have done to you. You have always a chance, because the Tanzania have sent different kinds of people to go out and save the world, to tell them who he is. He killed them. And the second times, he sent again soldiers, stronger people than he has sent before. They killed them as well. And then he sent his own son. He said, go also with your army, help them. They killed him as well. So the Tanzania say, now, Bisimbikan Byoda, universe, everything that I have created, go and take those who wants to come with me. We as the Benabeto, the children of the Tanzania, there is a work that me myself I have to do. Is cleaning up what? The village, going to fight sorcery in Africa. In Africa, me myself I have to fight sorcery in Africa. Like one day the Most High will give me the power to fight sorcery in Europe. Okay? Just to tell you. This is why I can see two worlds. My gift is not even here to talk too much about like prophecies I have seen. I'm not the most prophetic. I can see. This is my gift. And tell you exactly what's going on, if you're from him or not, or what is wrong. This is how it is. Okay? This is how it is. We're gonna stay on the door and say, no, you're not. He's good. He's in the midst, just do some repentance, and then he can enter. Because they will follow us. Where we will go, they won't go. Where we will go, they can't enter. They will follow the world and put people into camps and different kinds of things. Now let us go to the teaching. You see how much I had to say before I enter into the teaching, right? No problem. Let us enter. Ingeta. So now we know the forehead thing. Now, Revelation 13. And it was given into him to make war with the saints, like I have told you, and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. Maybe you don't like my face. Maybe you don't like my English. My brothers and sisters, I'm not your enemy. The enemy that we have, he will affect all of us. Even those whom they thought that he loves them so much, he will show them that he has no love of no one. Okay? And he will start following the saints to take your crown. Hey, I don't know how to explain. You know, it is sad. The world will start following you guys. That's why I was laughing when this guy, and he's definitely an agent, was showing photos about hungry childs in Africa. The world will start following you. You are a target now. It's all about you now. You are a target. You can't walk no more if you don't have it. You can't fly no more if you don't have it. And you think, oh, it's not the mark of the beast. And you have people saying, no, you can, because they took it, because everything for them is normal. What will come after that? Will it stay like that? Will something change? Did you ever see the currency? The currency is going down. Do you think they want to lose something? How many are they? Did you ever ask how many they are? It can be that you're fighting against 1,000 or a 2,000 or maybe a 10,000. And look at the population of this world. Mhm. And how many people did you see speaking out against the spirituality of the white man, which is rape, crime, blood, which means sacrifices, war? How many people did you see speaking? Why? Because the initiation is like if you go to work for the white man. He gives you work, so much work that you suffer. Even though you were a slave, but you must. You became, or it became normal for you to work so that you get money. This is the initiation that these people get. You are a puppet in the system. And how much more do you think where we go, if you want to, if you want to help your family, if you want to do things for yourself, how much more do you think that you have to sell your soul? How much more do you think that you have to enter deeper into darkness, and people will accept this because they will see it as the only way of surviving? And this is where you see that Zambia said that the large way of people will be those who will perish. But this small way of the people, they will suffer and stay strong until to the last man. They will survive, which means it won't be hard for the people that will not accept what the world is doing for them, because the majority of the people will accept what will come after this. Did you ever thought? Did you ever have it? Let's see what the Bible says. Let's see. I will read it for you again. Here it is. And it was given to him to make war with the saints and to overcome them in power, and was given to him all kindreds and tongues and nations. This is what's going on here. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose name are not written in the book of life of the Lamb, slain from the foundations of the world. So, I have here a document, Project Bluebeam outline. I will play here something.
Here I confronted Heizo Takanaka, the former Japanese finance minister, over why he handed over control of the Japanese financial system to a group of American and European oligarchs. He and his envoy told me that it was because Japan had been threatened by an earthquake machine. I did not believe it at the time. However, when I started exposing some of their doings, I was told by the Japanese security police that because of what I had said on places like rents.com, that Niigata City was going to be hit by an earthquake. 2 days later, Japan's largest nuclear reactor was the exact epicenter of two earthquakes, both 6.8 in magnitude. That was too much of a coincidence for me. So I started doing research and found out about HAARP, HAARP. And I realized that they really did know how to make earthquakes. And they do it by shooting a billion-watt microwave into the ionosphere, which is the part of the atmosphere that has a lot of energy in it, that pushes the ionosphere up into outer space, and then it rebounds. And the way it rebounds can cause earthquakes. Just like an opera singer can break a glass by singing at a certain level, or by dragging your fingernails on a blackboard, you feel a weird sensation. If they adjust the vibration for the rock underneath their target site, they can do that. The same machine can also heat up subterranean water to cause earthquakes. And remember, a billion-watt microwave. What does microwave do to water? It heats it up. Now imagine if you put a billion watts into a tropical storm. You could make it much bigger, and you could change the direction it flows in. You know how there's high pressure zones and low pressure zones. Well, high is hot and low is cold. And the hot flows into the cold. And vice versa when there's more of the cold. So they can heat up an area and cause it to flow into a next door area. In other words, these people are capable of creating the cyclone that hit Myanmar, the tsunami that hit Indonesia, and the earthquake that hit China. Now, after the earthquakes hit Niigata, a member of the Inagawa crime family, which is based in around the U.S. Yokosuka Air Base, and members of the Inagawa family have told me that their big boss is George Bush Sr. In other words, they work for Skull and Bones. And they invited me to a so-called UFO gathering where they showed me the video of this vlog.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the whole world believes in Jesus. The whole world. He is somewhere in India. He is somewhere in China that people believe in him as a savior. The Muslims believe that he's a savior, and the Christians believe that he's a savior, us included. I will come to that very soon. Back to the person that is talking here. The person that is talking here, there's one very important point that we never should forget. That person was there. He saw what they do. They showed him. So it is always different. Someone just to claim, oh, I heard this and this and this, than to have someone who saw this. So this person, he saw all these things that he's talking about, which means he came out from them, exposing them now. You see? And those people, when they start exposing the things that is happening in this world, this is where people will really become sick. And let us continue listening to him. There's so many things white people know you can't imagine. So where's the guy? Oh, it was here. No.
Concentrating water to cause earthquakes. And remember, a billion-watt microwave. What does microwave do to water? It heats it up. Now imagine if you put a billion watts into a tropical storm. You could make it much bigger, and you could change the direction it flows in. You know how there's high pressure zones and low pressure zones. Well, high is hot and low is cold. And the hot flows into the cold. And vice versa when there's more of the cold. So they can heat up an area and cause it to flow. A plasma weapon, or a ball of heat created by something like a billion-watt microwave. And I predicted in my blog that there would be videos of lights found above China before the earthquake. And those videos then appeared on the internet after I predicted they would. And furthermore, a Taiwanese satellite detected a 50% drop in the ionosphere, in the amount of electric energy in the ionosphere above the earthquake zone. Now, a 50% drop would be exactly what would happen with HARP. It would push the ionosphere up, and then it would slam back down. So it looks like the insane criminals who have taken over the US government are killing people and threatening people with earthquake weapons. It doesn't look like it. I actually have some of the proof. And I want to ask the governments of China and Russia and Japan to reveal to the world everything they know about these weapons and the use by the American forces. I would also like to ask the loyal Americans and the patriotic Americans in the Air Force to please bomb the power generator of the HARP stations in Greenland and Alaska so they can stop this mass murder. They've already killed 500,000 people. If we find out that the tsunami in Indonesia was caused by them, and there's a good chance because the earthquakes seem to be politically timed. They asked the Indonesian government to open the Straits of Malacca and to join in the fight against terror.
Amen. I love that guy. I love how he speaks. I feel very good with him. Um he tells us what's going on in the Arizona, in the Latin America, in Brazil there. You saw that the Amazonas was full of fire. They burned it up. They burned the Amazonas up. When they went there to ask the chiefs from the Amazonas, they said that the white people came there, they're burning the Amazonas. They're cutting all the trees. When I sat on this night, one night there with these people, and I said, "Who are you guys?" There was one woman and who was older, and two other women were younger, and three other persons. And this woman, she all in black, and she had like a buckle. You know, mostly they have a buckle here. You run like this because she's a witch. Yeah? Because the Tanzanians say, if you're a witch, you will run like a witch. You know, I always see them in there. Yeah. I asked them, who are you guys? And she told me the story. Yesterday, I think I was talking with, by the video that I made with another brother here, we said that no one came from the sky but Lucifer. They said, we lived with the Most High. I remember very well. We lived with the Most, and she started crying, eh? Yeah, we lived with the Most High, and He cast us out, and we are now here on earth for many, 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 many of thousands and millions of years. And yeah, we wants to destroy the earth, and because the Most High doesn't like us. Hey, if people do not believe what I say, this is what they said. And now someone wants to tell me that is about YouTube here or whatever. All this YouTube thing, what is really going on in this world? There's a real fight going on. A real fight. There are some people in this world, they know more than us. Because the people they were around me, no one of them was in the politics. No one of them was a great footballer or normal people. Normal people. Normal students. Normal people that used to love to have life. Now listen. For the people that think this is a black and white party, black and white will fight against each other, listen carefully. will tell you. Even this black and white agenda that black must fight against white is man made. Even this black and white agenda is man made. There are many people, they are innocents. They do not even know anything. The white man or the Chinese man or all of them were raised up to be racist from the childhood. It's like we as a nation are not a nation no more because we grew up in something that wasn't ours too. We are all, the whole world is deceived. And there's some people behind it. There's some people behind it. Now look, let us go, let us enter one more time. I even thought that the scary thing will stop, but it has it has started, you know. It has just started, you know.
Venga, para que vea el Señor de la Misericordia. Venga, Señor de la Misericordia. Ay, míralo aquí, aquí también se ve. Ay, sí. Míralo aquí se ve, mira, ve. Ay, en los tuyos también se ven. Ay, míralo, ve. Míralo ahí. Bendito seas tú, Señor Dios Padre Todopoderoso. Misericordioso y ay, qué hermosura, Dios mío, alabanza, gloria a tu Señor. Mira cómo se ve bonito el Señor de la Misericordia ahí. Lo ve.
Oh, praises. So you have, you know, they will tell you that this what they have seen there is the image of Jesus the Christ. Like you always used to see here with the sun here, huh? Which means, yeah, that he's the light bearer. The light bearer. And this is what you see here. The whole world will be not deceived by someone else but Jesus the Christ. Okay? Look at this. And the scientists will always tell you, oh, yeah, it must be because of science, because of these, you know. But we know better. We know better. We know that all this is happening because the spiritual world is meeting now the physical world. Here, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that kills with the sword must be killed with the sword. He is the patience and the faith of all the saints. Which means, brothers and sisters, every blood that the people have shared must come upon them. And now, here's the secret. We, as the saints, we won't go out there to do bad things against them. So who will fight for us? Here, you got the, I think you received the answer. Huh? The Tanzania said, I will come and fight against them. I will do it. I will. And how will the Tanzania fight against them? Do you remember the history of Simon Toko? Do you know the history of Simon Kimbangu? Do you know the history of all the saints, really, of Elijah and all them? How did they fight? How did they fight? Do you remember when I was doing tabernacle and young people saying, Massa, Massa, you have fire in your hands? Do you remember? Should I put out some Bible verses where it's written how the fight will happen? Hebrew Israelite will tell you, we're gonna rape them, we're gonna do. Not this bullshit. The Most High is very strong. Very strong. Let me show it to you in my Bible, how the Most High will fight them. It's Matthew. I think Matthew 34. That's funny. Many people do not know. It's Matthew 13. Let me show you very fast. You will be surprised. This is one of the verses where Tatanzami will show you that he's not someone that the world can play with. And they are so scared because there are different kinds of things they can't say. Ooh, Massa did it. Ooh, someone else did it. Because they will always, they have always to say, no, the science told us that this and this happened because of this and this. But they're forgetting that the Most High, they're forgetting they're fighting against the Most High's angels, right? Which means, okay, I'm sharing. Good. Okay, here it is. He answered. Look at this. You will be surprised. He answered, the one who sows the good seed is the Son of Man. Okay? The field is the world, and the good seed is the sons of the kingdom. This is who we are. The weeds are the sons of evil one. I told you. Here you have evil people. And don't think it's because black, white, blah, 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 blah. They are everywhere. It can happen to everyone and every time because your heart has chosen these ways and something will happen to you and boom, you became a Satanist. We have Satanists among us. They live normal lives. They do not have to be Illuminati or whatever what. And the enemy who sows them is the devil. So the devil is spirit. The harvest is the end of the age, and the reapers are the who? The Malekis. Just as the weeds are gathered, dirt, and burned with fire, so will it be at the end of the age, which means everything will be destroyed. We are going to a very, very bad time. Yes. If you go to there's a very nice thing where you can see like world end, yeah, videos, how it will look like and all those kinds of clips here. Exactly. Then you can see in these videos, you can see how the white man is showing you by himself what Stephen Hawking have said, All of them, they have thousands of videos, of signs, and don't think that they can't see. They know. They saw it thousands of times that this world is going to be catastrophic. So it's not a human fight here. It's not a yeah, I'm a Hebrew Israelite, I'm a whatever. What? We need real help. We need real healing. We need real repentance. Because the ones that are coming, these people are mighty. And you can't imagine how angry our forefathers are. You can't imagine. You people thought that there is no place of saints and the Most High. There is a war coming. A war. And that's what the Tanzanians always say. Just pray, just worship, just pray, just do that. Because this war that is coming, you can't imagine. Nations against nations. Hey, you, you can't imagine. You can't. It's a front of our house. You know. I don't want to click these videos because I don't know if they're copyrighted or whatever. What you know. So, but let us go to the verse and finish this up. So with fire, that's why he say with fire, burned with fire, so will it be in the end of the age. So the Son of Man will send his angels, and they will gather out of his kingdom all causes of sin and all lawbreakers. What did I told you about me? What did I told you about me? What is my work? Now today you heard it. It's not about these little people that used to hate us. No, 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 no. Me, I have gifts. How can a human have gifts like this? Can you imagine? My goodness, eh? Do you know how smart we were? Our forefathers, they knew everything. Did you ever spoke to the Most High spiritually? What do he not know? What do the angels not know? These are the things. So the next step will be to start fighting against the wickedness in the land. So he will cast the evil persons out. And those who wants to enter into the kingdom of the Most High, they can't. And before all this happens, the angels have to come to reap. Zeep, eh? This isn't zeep. Zeep. Yeah. So the Most High have to purify and to see who is who here. Whom should I save? Who will repent? Who has the righteous heart? Every single individual. Man, father against son, son against mother, mother against, because in our families, in our communities, in our countries, at our work, etc., we have some people, they are not human. They are aliens. They have sold their souls for something. You see them just walking around and blah, blah, blah. It is like it is. And this is the real work that is happening now. That Nzambi is cleaning up to finding who is from him and who not. Okay? And then he say, and throw them into fiery furnace. In that place there will be a weeping and gnashing of teeth, and the righteous will shine like the sun in the kingdom of their Father. He who has an ear, let him hear. Now let me break down the last part. Many people think there will be no rapture. Okay? Definitely, the devil will always use the Bible verses to deceive people with different kinds of things like blue beam and all this. But brothers and sisters, don't think the Most High is a liar. The rapture people flying away, Tatanzambi recruiting people from one place to another place will definitely happen. Will definitely happen. There's different kinds of things when the dragon that spies fire. Where are they? Why do they want to flee? In the beginning, it will look like, oh, people are running away, just like a joke. But in the end, it will be serious. People going out from Babylon from one side to another. And the devil will be like, no. Concentration camps. It will become very serious. Very, very serious. Like scanners who look at your body if you are really, like I said, if your body or if you have everything, all the papers, the green card for everything, they have to know everything, your name, where you live. They have to know what kinds of car you drive, how much money you have, who your woman is, who your cat is, whatever. If this matches, you will pass. But the problem is, many people, for them, it won't pass. Very apocalyptical. Very apocalyptical. But now look, there's nothing what Satan does without the permission of the Most High. I'm so sorry to say that. Many people think the Most High cares if people die. Dying is a process of life. There are some of us, they came several times to this world. And when the Tatanzami permits, we're going to start breaking down this myth. There are some of us, they came several times in this world. Many people are teaching, when you die, you just go to heavens or whatever. This is not the truth. Dying is a process of life. Living and dying is process of life. These apocalyptical stories, it's not the first time that these kinds of things happen to us. It is happening to us now in a different form. Okay? And this appearance of angels is nothing new in the end times. That's why the people fear these people like Simon Kimbangu, Simon Toko, and the descendants of them, and the spirit of those people. That's why Tatanzami say, I will send Moses. What did Moses do? Did he not drop the snake and say, snake, fighted them? Did he not put the rod into the water and the water split? So a spiritual master who can walk with the angels, send angels to even come from heaven to fight the nations. Elijah, when he talks about Elijah, what did he do? He cut some people's head off. Do you know that? Tatanzambi is not the one. Psalms 110. He's talking about Isaiah. He's saying Isaiah will come with an army of young people clothed in white, killing. The world is waiting for, the lovely Isaiah. Let me show this verse. If you go to the hood, for an example, you go to the hood. Don't worry, I will show you the verse of Isaiah, how he will come. And we are going down there in this apocalypse thing. We're going to talk a little bit more about him and coming on what will happen in the apocalypse. And maybe I will also bring some timings, but not in this teaching. We are going to 2 hours now. But what I want to tell you is you're going to the hood. In the hood, you see all of them, they're gangsters, right? They grew up like this. Good people, bad people, mixed people, but they have the hood mentality. Will you send now a humble guy into the hood to convert these people? Like, hey man, the most I have told me, man, we have to come together because he loves you guys. They would be like, who are you? Should I beat you up? And you're like, ah. No, the most I will send someone who is like them among them. He has to choose among those peoples in the hood. He has to choose someone that he will give his spirit to come out to speak their language. So, what is love? Do you think that thing that you're doing is okay? What will it help you to? What will it help you to kill and to go there? It can be every day in the street that you will be killed, dude. And this guy will be like, my goodness, this guy is teaching, but he's more gangster than me. This guy is teaching and he does miracles too. But I saw the Most High. He will go home, will sleep in the night, will start thinking about his life, and will be like, man, I'm done. I'm done. I will do everything to leave this district to start a new life. How can I do? He will try to find that person again so that he can come out of this mess. Okay? This is how the Most High works. If these magicians become stronger, if these magicians come with the big nuclear weapons, if these magicians comes even more to destroy and our countries in the land, do you really think like this Issachar guy is saying, no, nothing will happen, Africa, blah, 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 blah. He's not believing in the Most High. Read the Bible carefully, how the Most High is pretending, talking about judgment. How he will restore his garden. Look at it. He will use even Gentile nation, like David was using them to start building up his kingdom. You don't know what is going on here. It's a war that is happening. A war. Let me show you this first. Don't forget, the righteous will shine like the sun in the kingdom of their Father. He who has ears, let them hear. And this is something that I have to break down very soon for a short time. In the kingdoms of their Father. What does this mean? So, he says, sit at my right hand until I make your enemies your footstool, which means he will, the war in the world, the Tanzambi is preparing for the king and the kingdom to be his. The Tanzambi sends from Zion your mighty scepter. I told you about the scepter. I told you. These people will call us Congos a witch. The world will call us Congo a witch. I told you about the scepter. I told you the Nyokan cow. The cow. One of us will have the cow. A scepter. Okay? A Tatanzambi loves us so much that thinks that incredible. Wait a minute. He said, father and mother should have visions. He said, sons should become prophets, daughters should become prophetesses, kings and queens. We are going back to the kingdomship. Can you imagine what he's saying there? He is saying that what happened to Simba. Remember who you are. Receive your ancient powers that the world do not acknowledge that we had. Our kingdoms in the Congo, our kingdoms in the Southern Africa, our kingdoms in the Minamotapa, Our houses, when the white people came, they sell buildings higher, double higher than mountains, double higher than houses. They said, who can build houses like this? Pyramids and all these kinds of technologies. The Tanzania will start giving us the righteous strength and power. You can't imagine. You can't imagine. Yeah, because only a few people like Sister Kim on such thing, they know already how our power is. Or some people that Sister Spacey, they're learning a little bit now from the Tokwist, and they are Christians. Yeah. But now go to someone like me who know really what's going on. What this is not a small thing here. Okay? This is not a Christian thing here. No, 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 no. This here is a fight. This here is a fight. The Tanzania doesn't say that I will, I will choose, whom I will give in this power. The Tanzania will take it and start giving it to you. If you want it or not, he will start revealing it to you. He will start opening up that what is inside of you, like he did with Massa, like he did with Elijah, like he did with Jeremiah, giving him the scrolls, like he did with me. Okay, I could be someone else today. Okay, I could be a sorcerer, I could die, I could be a professor or whatever, but look what I'm doing here. I'm teaching. It came from the Most High. This is how the Tanzania will start choosing us whenever you want, okay? And giving us power and strength in politics, in science, and in religion. You can like it or not, the revolution is his and from his sons and angels. Okay? And this is how it is. I'm so sorry for those who have not understood my complete teaching today. You have no choice. This is what I want to say. That Nzambi will never expose himself and say, here I am, I love you so much. He can show you a little bit of him, and the rest you have to walk by yourself. He said, all of you guys I have given a portion. What did you do with the thing that I have given you? Did you really believe that the world is only your short life that I have given you? Do you not remember that your forefathers lived 800 years? And you are living in 60 years and you are blaming me and saying that I was never there for you? So please, one day someone challenged me, give me these YouTubers to tell me how the Most High looks like, who he is. Then they will see if I don't know the Most High. Even Yesaya was saying, the Father is in me and I know who the Father is. How many times did I say that God is a human? You see me, you see the Father. You see the Father, you see me. This is the concept of Father and Son. And to be awoken. Okay? Who is Satan? He's a human as well. He say, rule in the midst of your enemies. In the midst of our enemies we are living. We will start showing them now. We will start showing them now that the Most High lives with power. Not attacking. Showing them now the might of the Most High. The knowledge of the Most High. When I was sitting with those people, they started asking me different kinds of things about math, about history. And from 1 second to another, the Most High started to give me the answer. And I was answering and telling them exactly what they wanted to hear. They were like, which means the spirit of our forefathers are coming back. Rule in the midst of your enemies. This is what it means. Now they will be like, hey, sister, can you please tell me how to do this and this? And the sister will be like, who, me? Yeah, sure. And then you will start showing them. He said, I will make the wise to become dumb, and those who the world calls dumb to become wise. Who is really believing it? What the Moses has said. Believe in it, please. It starts. All the secret is if you start fearing the Most High and believing in the things that He has said. This is when you know that the Spirit will start working on you. Your people will offer themselves freely on the day of your power in the holy garments. I told you about the garments of the Most High. We have clothing that is from the Most High. Okay? And our people will be ready. Ready. And now look, from the womb of the morning, the dew of your youth will be yours. The dew of your youth will be yours. The Tanzania has sworn and it will not change his mind. So the youth will be ready for war. The youth will say, the youth that you see, they are not the same like us. The youth, they are different. The Most of us use the youth mightily as an example that who he is. And they will walk in his image as gods, kings and queens. Can you imagine? And he's continuing saying, for those who don't want who wants to teach it, to teach those things that they love. He's continuing saying, the Lord has sworn, I will not change my mind. You are a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek. Do you know the king of Salem, Melchizedek? How many people he slew? So he's calling him the war master, the king of war. What does a king of war do? I cannot say so much. He prepares people for war in another way. If you know how to play chess, if you know how to play conquer games, if you know how to think like an officer, like a general, you will always think 5 or 6 steps before something happens. You will know, like in the ancient times, in the time of war, when they Zingambante and all these queens and kings, when they fought fights with their spears in their hands and stuff, why did they win these fights? Easily. Our people won so many fights. Okay? It was the cross that made us fall. But not the Most High was, when he was with us, one of us slew thousands. And do you see what he's saying here? Do you see what he's saying here? He said they will come for us in one way, but they will flee in 7 ways. You see? Running away and crying the name of their moms. Now, the Tanzania is at your right hand. I told you your right hand. I told you when I gave them my left hand, like always, to do the stamp, they told me, give me the right hand. Give me the right hand. This is where we want to make the stamp so that you can enter into the club. After the order of Melchizedek, and that Tanzania is at your right hand, he will shatter kings on the day of his wrath. He will execute judgment among the nations. So it means he will stay like a warrior with his people, well organized, untouchable. Someone that comes, proclaim and saying, talking about judgment, talking this and this will happen. If you do not repent, this will happen to Nineveh, this will happen to Babylon, because you have killed the saints, because you have done this spiritually. Not one person, but many they will be. Fighting against the kings, this queen from England, queen from Spain, queen from from China, etc., etc. Okay? He say, filling them with corpses, he will shatter chiefs over the wide earth. And now look, now he will drink from the brook by the way, therefore he will lift up his head. Who understood this? He understood. I just want to tell you, the Most High is not that what the most of the people think he is. He don't care if people die. Dying is a normal process of life. The things that will happen after the death, this should interest you more, and I will make nice videos about it. When the Most High say, I killed you, what will happen with you after the death? And this is very important that the Most High shows it to us. And not only blah, 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 but we have to do a ritual so that the Most High takes some of us there. Like he did with Enoch, like we did him with many people. You go there. The Indian people, or the Asian Indians, they used to drink drinks or eat some foods. They die. They go. They go to see how the world really looks like. In Africa, there are certain things that our forefathers have done the same. Just to know more about the world and cosmos and all these kinds of things. Just to tell you, the elders in Africa that I know, if you ask him this, they will say, yeah, we know this is something very normal. Okay? Don't think that the whole world, because we are so ignorant, we are so concentrated in our daily lives, daily problems, that the Most High is blind, that he's not fighting. Let judgment come. Let the final war come. Let it happen. It won't be easy. People will start betraying each other. People will do the worstest thing against each other. But this is the only way. You can't run away from it. And you don't want to kill yourself, believe me. So, when he say that here, I can show it to you. When he say this part here, Psalms 110. So, the way of the righteous and the wicked, then he says this here. For the Totanzami knows the ways of the righteous, but the way of the wicked will perish. So, which means everyone that thinks that the Most High doesn't know what he does, it will be exposed anyway. But look at this. Look at this. Is this Psalms 1? No. I need this one here. Okay. And throw them into fiery furnace. And look, many people will say, it's just a nuclear bomb. It's just a nuclear bomb. Okay, the world immaturates will fall from heaven and all these kinds of things, because we have seen the Blue Beam Project. We have seen that many of these earthquakes and many of those things are man-made. Fire and all these kinds of things, it's man-made. Many of it to reduce population, right? But look at this. What he says here: this furnace, in that place, there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Weeping and gnashing of teeth. People can say whatever they want to say. Who knows the rules of spirituality? Yeah, because one of the things that you guys will know is alchemy. You take the energy from a plant and you create something new. You need always something to create something. Okay? You have done different kinds of things in this world, which means you have done sacrifices, blood sacrifices, and you think you just disappear. Why do I used to call this world the world of deliverance? The whole world needs a deliverance. You can show yourself as good you are. That's why the Catholic churches made them billions, and they have so much money like they have. Because even the biggest sinner, when he start remembering, he will be like, Pope, do you not have a place for me in heaven? Why do you see white people, if they become old, you can see them, all of them going to church? But when they are young, they used to shade them with all the nakedness everywhere. They start receiving dreams. The most I start showing them, look, where you go, I will finish you off. Okay? You are you are the you are the like, how can I say, you are someone that came to live the benefits from your past life. And it's time to show you guys what happened to people they in the other world. When people say, oh, it is not like this, look at the horror movies of white people. All the techniques, all the bad things that they're doing to humans here on earth. And there are some things they do to humans, we don't want to talk about it. These are the things that they are doing there. And even more worse, because they're doing it to your spirit. Ingeta, thank you very much. I think that's done. 2 hours. We are not done with this session. There's so much more that must be taught. I am not even in the midst. Let me show it to you. I'm not even in the midst in this apocalypse thing, eh? It's only because this apocalypse is going on right now. If not, I would teach all the spirituality things, but it is like it is. Look, I'm not even here when the pledges came, and when the Archangel Michael, we have to show who the Archangel Michael is. We have to show how the witchcraft works of the white man. I will even expose and show what they do. I hope you will not do the same or whatever, but I will show it. I will expose. It's better for them to finish up my YouTube channel now. It will expose. Okay. Ingeta, thank you very much. Love you so much. Have a lovely night and pray and repent. Like someone have said, we can't be prepared enough for these end times. Do tattoos open up portals? Definitely. It's a totem. It's a totem that shows you. It shows you what kinds of characteristics you follows, or which kinds of evil thoughts or evil spirits you that captured you, that belongs to you, that inherited you. Hey, because when you're young, you've seen so many. I've seen so many things, especially when it comes to women's, because I was very pretty. Come here, by showing me things in their bodies. I was wow, or like wow, this is the world. This is how the world is. And why? Because people want power, people want money, people want to be seen, they want to become nice because dumb things, jealousy. And many people are tricked. Because me myself, I was innocent, but they wanted to trick me. They trick you. Parents selling their sons and daughters. This is what the world does. Especially even in the dark family, it can come someone who has light, like Abraham. He came of a family of sorcerers, but he was light. They will do everything to finish Abraham off. You see, it's very complicated. It's a very complicated thing. No, I think every prophet had questions. Game.